Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy MLK Day. You all come on in. Come on in. Like, Jesus. Like, share, and tag this broadcast. Welcome to our Facebook audience, to our Rev J Daniel Facebook audience. Will you do me a favor? Like this video, this live, share it onto your page, your groups, your community, and then tag three people right in the comments. Even if you're listening to the replay, will you tag three people right in the comments there? And if you are catching us on YouTube, all of my Creating Your Now YouTubers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Will you right there like this broadcast and make sure you hit that subscribe button? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Give you a moment to do that. And then everybody should be a part of our school. I'm excited about all the things that we have going in the future. So you should be a part of our Dream, Pray, Create membership right there on the school app by clicking the link right there in the description of this video. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, right there, the school link is right there in the description of the video. It's free to join. Make sure you join while it's still free. We want you to be a part of our Dream, Pray, Create family right there. Okay. All right, let us get started. It's a new week. I'm super excited about this new week and everything that we're going to do. January 9th this year. So usually it's around this week. That was National Quitters Day, but the date has moved up. It's the second Friday of every new year now. And so January 9th served as National Quitting Day in the United States, where it says that most people will quit their abandon their New Year's resolution due to fading motivation, but but we're going to take it as a chance to refocus our goals and not quit entirely. Okay, so it's an unofficial observance marking the time that the initial excitement of the new year goes wear off. It's often cited as the day when up to 80% of people give up on their New Year's resolution across the world. This happens because people are overly ambitious with their goals and vague plans lead to frustration. That initial shine that when you first buy something, you first get something, it's shiny, it's glittering, it's gold. That initial shine wears off and the daily effort feels harder than what you expected when you set that goal. This is why most people by the second Friday, which was January 9th this year, usually quit or abandon their New Year's resolution goal. Instead of taking this time and quitting and abandoning our New Year's resolution goal, we're gonna deem this as our course correction. It's our time to adjust the plans, to focus on more controllable actions rather than just inputs, rather than just results, and remove obstacles, any friction, anything that comes to make these habits harder. So today, on Martin Luther King Day, I want to talk to you from the topic: finish what you started. Finish what you started. I know we're 19 days into the new year and it's already getting a little challenging. It's already getting a little tiring. It's already getting a little gruesome. But finish what you started. Starting is easy. Finishing is what's rare. Most people are full of beginnings, ideas, plans, journals, courses, visions, but our lives are cluttered with unfinished cycles. And what we don't realize is that unfinished things don't just sit there, they actually drain us. I'll say that again. Unfinished things don't just sit there and take up space. It actually drains us. Every incomplete assignment pulls on our energy, it pulls on our confidence, and it pulls on our clarity. This week is going to be about finishing. Because God didn't just start creation, He completed it and then He rested. And you were made in His image and in His likeness. So, our core truth number one. If you got your notebook, let's begin. Our core truth number one is every unfinished thing creates an open loop in your mind. So unfinished cycles drain momentum. Core truth number one is unfinished cycles drain momentum. An open loop says this: you said you would do it, you meant to do it, and you almost did do it. And over time, those loops turn into quiet accusations. They turn into confidence destroyers. They begin to whisper things like, you don't follow through, you don't finish, you can't be trusted with more. This is not what people are saying. This is what your own internal thoughts are saying. This is what these loops and these cycles of unfinished things are saying in your spirit, man, that is draining your momentum for your next. That's why people start feeling excited when they get an idea, but they finish feeling heavy and low because those unfinished cycles drain you. The idea when you first got it was exciting. Now it just seems like a burden because every unfinished cycle is draining your momentum. Because finishing forces you to confront who you've been. But here's the good news: completion heals self-trust. Every time you finish, your mind learns, I do what I say. Every time you complete something, your mind learns, I do what I say. And that changes everything. It builds your confidence. It breaks those cycles of draining because you're saying to yourself every time you finish something that my word is my bond. Truth number two, core truth number two, core truth number two. God completes before he rests. God completes before he rests. Genesis says God finished his work, then he rested. Rest came after completion, not intention. Many people want peace of rest without the discipline of finishing. But peace is produced by closure. Incomplete work creates internal noise. Finished work creates quietness, stillness. God models this for us: creation, completion, then rest. When you interrupt that rhythm, you carry what was meant to be laid down. Builders don't just begin, we bring things to a conclusion. One of the things that I did this week, and I thought it was very good for me, and you may have to find different ways to adapt to your own lifestyle, but I did myself this week a reward method. Where I rewarded myself, which really wasn't a reward, but it was in my mind a reward. Okay, so what I mean when I say that is that in order to go to the next thing that I was ready to do, excited to do, I had to complete one thing. So, like last week, I was ready to go to the gym, not because I was excited to go to the gym, but because I was ready to get it over with so that my day could be over. So what I end up doing is that I had so much stuff that popped up and I needed to take care of. So what I end up doing was I end up forcing myself to sit to the desk, sit to the computer, and finish what had been taking and looming over me for 2 weeks. I had to finish it before I ever got dressed to go to the gym. Well, guess what? I completed it quickly. What had been draining, what had been tiring, what I had been working on little by little, piece by piece, when I put in my mind that in order to rest or go to the next step, I needed to complete this, I did it. Well, many of us need to create a reward system like that with rest. I want to lay down. I want to stop. I want to do this. I want to do that. But before I do it, I need to complete something. There's some things like walking. So when I'm walking on a treadmill, it frustrates me for 5 miles. Um, so what I do is there's some things I want to watch, or some things I want to listen to, or some things I want to do on my phone while I'm walking. Well, until I complete another mile, I can't do the next thing. You need to create systems like that. You cannot rest until you completed something. I'm gonna say it like my grandma said, "What you tired for? You ain't did nothing. You don't have nothing completed." And I'm not taking away from your progress. Many people who know me know I'm a proponent. I am a person who stands, an advocate, who stands for people's change. And change doesn't happen overnight, and completion doesn't happen overnight. So I'm not taking anything away from your journey. But what I am saying is that you need to have small executable things on your a to-do list, that as you execute them, you can create a system of rest so that you don't get burned out, so that you don't get tired, so that you don't quit because it's overwhelming. The things that you're building, the things that you're up against, the things that you're doing, it is overwhelming. To the average mind, it's overwhelming. This is why you need to build actionable steps of completion and rest into the system. Okay? I may need to do a whole project, but let me do one paragraph, one part of the outline, and then build a little time of rest. That rest may be get up and go to the restroom. That rest may be get up and get something to drink. That rest may be just walking around your house. It may just be sitting on the couch for 5 minutes. But every time I complete a small actionable step, I need to build a rest component in there, a reward component. Okay. So take whatever you're up against, take whatever you're focused on, take whatever you're building, and then begin to make that into small actionable steps that you can build, even if it's 2 minutes of rest in between, so that you can complete the paper and it does not wear you out, so that you can complete the project and it does not wear you out. Build a small actionable step and then rest in between it. I didn't start back, even though I walked 5 miles a day before, I didn't start back walking 5 miles a day. I started with a half a mile, rewarded myself, rested, did that for a week, then 2 weeks. Then I added a half a mile each time until I got back up to where I needed to be. Build smart, build with rest, not burnout. Core truth number three. Core truth number three. Finishing builds identity. Finishing builds identity. You don't become a finisher by personality. You become one by practice. Every time you finish something small, you rewrite your identity. This is why you need to have small, actionable steps to complete. Every time you finish something small, you rewrite your identity. And over time, your identity becomes rewrote. I was saying to a friend of mine, I said, I'm going back to school. I'm going to start with my associate's degree, then I'm going to do my bachelor's degree, and then I'm going to do my master's degree, and then I'm probably going to go to law school or something like that, and then I'm going to get my doctoral degree. I said, but I'm not focusing on my doctoral degree today. I need small actions. Let me complete one course. Let me complete 2 courses. Let me complete 3 courses. Let me complete 4 courses. And then I'm going to allow my identity to be rewrote. So where I was saying school is hard, school is challenging, I am rewiring my brain and my identity to understand that I have what it takes if it's one course at a time. And if you're listening to me under the sound of my voice, you have what it takes. And every time you finish something small, it rewrites your identity. It rewires your brain about your identity. You stop saying I'm not consistent. You stop saying I'm not smart enough. You stop saying I can't do it. And you start proving that you have follow through. You start proving that you have the ability. You start proving that you have the capacity when you start executing and finishing something small. Confidence doesn't come from hype. It comes from evidence. Some of you all, the enemy's been wearing you out because you've been trying to complete a big project and there's no evidence. And where there's no evidence over time, people become discouraged and in disbelief. So somewhere down the line, you became discouraged and stopped believing that it was possible for you because there was no evidence. You need to break that into small, actionable steps so that you can have small, actionable evidence that you are what you say, that God said you are. You can do what God said you can do. And everything that He said you can have, you can have. But you need to break it down into small, actionable steps that can show evidence over time. Finishing gives your mind proof. Finishing gives your mind proof that you are capable of carrying weight, that you're capable of finishing, that you're smart enough, that you're wise enough, that you're obedient enough, that you're favored enough, that you're graced enough, that God's anointing is on you enough. You need to finish some things so that you can have the evidence which gives your mind proof that you're capable. God entrusts more to those who prove they can carry what they start. You need to prove that you can carry what you start. How do you, Coach Jay, how do I prove I can carry what I start? By breaking it into small actionable steps and completing that. And as you check off on your checklist, you're proving each time that God can entrust you with more. Every check on your checklist gives you proof to God that you can be entrusted with more. Okay, so here's our homework. I want you to write down at least one thing that you started but you haven't finished. More specifically, one thing that you started that you haven't finished that you can't see how to finish it. It's so big, it's so taxing, it's so much. You can't really see how to finish it. You don't have to write down everything. Just grab one or two things. And then I want you to take that and then I want you to say, what would it look like to complete steps towards this today, this week, this month? Not perfect, just finish. No more procrastination. How can I break this down in order to finish small actionable steps that will build my confidence, that will give my mind proof that I can complete the greater task? Completion is not about perfection. It's about closure. So take that one or two items that you started and you never finished. Break it down to small actionable steps that can be done today, this week, and this month. For me, it's school. For me, mine is school. Oh, this course, I got to take this whole course. It's at my pace. The school is at my pace. But I'm thinking, oh my God, this course, and I'm looking at all the different things. And I'm saying, you know what, this is too much. And I got to take a bunch of courses. No, let's break it down. Let's do 5 sections a day. 5 sections is like 5 questions per section. That's 25 questions. That's reading 5 little passages and answering 5 questions for each passage. Just do that 5. You can do that. When you come back from the gym, do 1. When you get ready to watch your show, do 2. Just break it down into actionable steps. And each time you complete it, it will build your confidence to keep going. This week, you're going to stop being a collector of beginnings. You're going to become a carrier of completion. You're not behind. You've been being trained to finish what you started, because every completion is going to restore your confidence. It's going to create peace, and it's going to prepare you for more. So this week, let's finish what we started. We don't just dream, we deliver. Okay, today's declarations. Today's declaration. I am a finisher. I complete what I start. I honor my word to myself. I bring things to conclusion. I create my now. I am a finisher. I complete what I start. I honor my word to myself. I bring things to conclusion. I create my now. Happy Monday again to you guys. Make sure you like, tag, and share this broadcast on Facebook. Tag 3 people in it. Share it to your groups. Share it to your page. Definitely like the video. And if you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe. Send the link out to 3 people. Let them know they need to hear this. It's time for them to finish what they started. Send this to 3 people specifically. 3 people that you know have been carrying greatness on the inside of them, and they've not finished it yet. That book, that assignment, that ministry, that business, that idea. You know, when they told it to you, you said, girl, that's good. Bro, that's going to work. And then you never heard anything else from it. Send this video to them. Let them know it's time to finish. Join us Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, and that's 4 a.m. if you're on the West Coast, right here for Creating Your Now. I'm excited to help you create your now every day. Make sure you join us. Tune in. If you want to partner with us, you want to sow, you want to donate, the ways to do that is in the description of this YouTube video, and it's in the comments of the Facebook video. You have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Apple Pay, Google Pay. All of the ways of giving are right there in the description of this video, and it's right there in the comments of the video if you're on Facebook. This week we're going to partner. This week we're going to partner with a 913 seed. Amos 9:13 say, yes, indeed, it won't be long now. Things are going to, that's God's decree. Things are going to happen so fast, our head's going to swim. One thing fast on the heels of another. I believe that you are walking into your yes, indeed season. And as we continue to get up and put feet to our faith, we're getting ready to see a great breakthrough. So you can sow 913, you can sow 2913, you can agree with this 913, you can sow 4913, where it's your time of exodus, your time of proving, and you're coming out. 5913, wherever your faith, wherever your obedience, wherever God is speaking to you to sow at. I just want you to grab and partner with a 913 in the denomination of 913. You can partner with us. You can sow, you can donate into PreachREVinc right there in the link. The links in the description of the video and in the comments there. And I pray over your seed. You're blessed. This time is blessed. This word is blessed. And I'm excited to see you at the top. So go grow and glow. May his peace, his protection, his provision be with you today. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.